Go.
Good morning, Westchester. I'm Addison Torres,
I'm Shay Ogle.
I'm Haley Delavecchi.
And I'm Jamia Estes.
and these are your announcements for Friday, September 15th, 2017.
Lunch today will be personal pan, cheese or pepperoni pizza, steamed carrots, corn, juice or pineapple bits with jello and milk.
Today at Wiz, wear maroon and gold.
Reminder from Mrs. Flash. Choir resumes next Tuesday after school. Those members who have not paid, please bring your $10 and by rehearsal time. Also, everyone, please remind your parents to pick you up in the south parking lot at 4:15 sharp. Tell them to park in the spots, not line up. Thank you.
Celebrating birthdays today are Nathan Pierce, T. Pierce, and Kennedy Williamson. Celebrating a birthday this weekend will be B.B. King and Hank Williams. Happy birthday to all of you.
With today's weather, here is Isabella Ice Storm.
I'm Isabel Ice Storm with today's weather. Warm temperatures are back. Today will be sunny and 81. Saturday will be sunny and 83. And Sunday will be scattered thunderstorms and temperatures at 81. Have an amazing weekend and enjoy the weather. With every day is a holiday, here's Mr. Dooley.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I've got Luke here with me, and Luke's going to come on. He's going to tell us a joke in just a minute. Hold on to that for right now, but hold on to it. I'll tell you. I'll give you your cue. All right. First, the holiday for this week. There's a festival going on in Port Angeles, Washington, and this festival, it is encouraging people to do something that everyone tells us we're not supposed to do. It is encouraging people to tell lies, and I know lies are horrible. Do not tell lies, but this festival encourages. It's called the Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire Festival. And it encourages people to tell lies by telling tall tales, stories that are so crazy with lies that there's no way they could possibly be true. So I wish I could go there. I really wish I could, because I think I'd be pretty good at telling some lies. But I've never told a lie in my life, so I mean, I'd probably have to practice. But I'm sure if I practice, I could be pretty good at telling lies. So I've got a couple tall tales or stories that are true. They may have some lies in them, I don't know. I'm not going to say for sure. All right, the first one. This story took place in the Old West, and this really happened, the Old West. There was this dog that had been wandering through the West in the hot summer. The sun was beating down on the dog, and it was just hot and miserable. So it walked into this saloon, and he walked up to the counter, and he talked to the saloon manager. He said, "I want a root beer." And the manager ignored him. So the dog got a little louder and said, "I want a root beer." And the man ignored him again. So finally he pounded on there. He said, "I want a root beer." And the bartender looked at him, the saloon owner, and said, "We don't serve your kind in here. You need to leave right now." And the dog said, "I'm not leaving without a root beer." So the saloon owner pulled out a gun and shot the dog in the foot. The dog hobbled out crying. The next day he showed up. He was dressed in a black cowboy hat, a black vest, and he sauntered in, and he walked up to the counter, and he said, "I want to talk to the man that shot my paw." Get it? Shot him in the paw. All right, and then the other story I have to tell, this one's going to be a little bit longer, but I'll try to talk really quick. All right, on Monday, Mr. Napier was at the media center desk, and this chicken walks in. This chicken walks in, jumps up on the counter, and Mr. Napier finally looks over and sees it, and the chicken sees that he's got Mr. Napier's attention, and he says, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." So Mr. Napier says, "What?" And the chicken says, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." So Mr. Napier gives him a pile of books, and the chicken grabs them and leaves. And he comes back the next day, he's got the books, he puts them on the counter, and he looks at Mr. Napier again and says, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." So Mr. Napier gets another pile of books, puts them on the counter, and the chicken walks away. And then the next day, guess what? He shows up again. Now, Mr. Napier's, his curiosity is really piqued here. He's like, "I got to figure out what this chicken's doing." So again, the chicken goes, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." So Mr. Napier gives him a pile of books, and the chicken saunters out the door. Saunters, that's the second time I used that word. And Mr. Napier, he sneaks behind him, and he follows him. And that chicken, he walks through the woods over here by the little creek that's over here, by the little pond. And the chicken goes over to the edge of the pond. Mr. Napier sneaks up real close so he can hear what's going on. and he sees the chicken is standing next to a frog. And then he gets closer to and so he can hear, and the frog goes, "Read it, read it, read it." That's a true story. It really is. All right, we've got Luke here. Luke is here, and he's got a joke. And his joke is the joke that we picked for the week, and this person is going to win a prize. And the person's joke, can you read the joke?
What do you call a cow with no legs?
What do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Ground beef. And the winner is Jacob Spence. Jacob Spence is the winner. He gets to pick a prize from the media center. Or actually not from the media center, from the office. So come down to the office, you win a prize. This box is outside my door. Make sure you're putting your jokes in there because I didn't have many jokes this week. The box is outside my classroom door. Put them in there. Make sure your name's on them. Otherwise, I won't know who the winner is. Have a great weekend.
We now actually ask that you stand for the pledge. If you're in the hall, face the nearest flag or face east.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
That brings us to the end of today's AM 815. You'll be hearing from Zoe Trachis and Erica Smack on Monday. Till then, beautiful weekend. Go Trojans against the Vikings tonight.